Yeah, the Dr. Disrespect situation is continuing yet again because he talked about the, I don't know if you want to say update about the situation, something about Twitch, he gets into Nickmercs, he starts making fun of people and still ultimately deflecting what people are actually mad at. Today, we are going to recap all of that for you. We're going to be reacting to this clip where he just started going off about people, about the entire situation. We're going to react to it. I'm going to give my thoughts, and I would love to know what you guys think about it down below in the comments afterwards. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Kyle. I am your guy with too many YouTube channels. Guys, let's watch this video together.
Jackson Greenway, why is everyone acting like nothing happened? Cry tears and a pray. God, I'm so depressed.
And yeah, this is something that you see with Dr. Disrespect a lot, is he ends up just making fun of people. And you know what the problem is with it is, this would be warranted for a lot of people because there are a lot of like fake cancel things. People like to jump on the bandwagon with no evidence whatsoever. And to be honest with you, there is no evidence for what Dr. Disrespect did. But the problem is he basically admitted to it. I don't even want to say basically. He's like, there was inappropriate actions or inappropriate message exchanged with a minor. Yeah. Like, I'm like, okay, well, that is totally enough for me. I don't even need to see them. That's the issue with this. And we're going to go through it because, and excuse me, I keep using my wrong OBS scene over here. It's sad. It's sad because I was a fan of Dr. Disrespect for a very long time, but I can't get behind somebody who, you know, got involved in something like this. It's just disappointing to see.
These poor people are depressed, huh? Anybody that like talks about anybody else so like passionately and with so much thought about someone else, I think they're the biggest pussies. I really do. I think Nickmercs is the biggest fucking pussy in the world.
Yeah, and this is what we get into because Nickmercs ended up dropping some bombs on him.
Lupo, obviously, he's a big ass, he's a fake. Let's go ahead and say it. Didn't talk about it before, but I'm in the mood now to talk about it. I think these fucking people are the phoniest people in the industry, man. You know what I mean?
Now, but again, like, a lot of things that come out of his mouth is right. I'm not saying about Dr. Lupo or Nickmercs specifically. It's just a lot of people in this industry are absolutely fake. And this channel that you're watching right now is very small, but I've gotten to know a lot of YouTubers through a couple of my other channels. And even at my small level, you're seeing through a lot of people, a lot of fake people, a lot of people who just want to get one up on you, a lot of people that want to use you. A lot of things that come out of his mouth is true, but the problem is you can't just dodge what happened.
I mean, champs, I won't talk about it anymore, but I just had to say that. I did, and I know you guys know, but God, I had to say it. Biggest fucking phonies. I can call out all these people. I don't want to, though, man. I'm just in like a bad mood, but at the same time, it's just like I have to say the obvious. I do. Like, who does that, you know?
Okay, you know what is pretty obvious? Why not show these messages that everybody is freaking out about? The messages that you got banned over. Why not just show the messages? That's where I'm hung up on all this, because he's dancing around it, making fun of people. If there was nothing wrong with what you've done, if there was if there wasn't anything that was really worth canceling you over, then just show the messages. It's that simple. But of course, he won't do that because even he said there were inappropriate messages exchanged with a minor.
You know what I mean, champs? These people have met, like those two people met Mrs. Assassin and Baby Assassin, Little Assassin, right? They met him multiple times. So for Nick to go on some fucking low budget podcast,
you meet his wife and his daughter at the Super Bowl and then find out this 44-year-old dude is sleazing around with some 17-year-old. You know?
What's wrong with what he said? If anybody in my life was caught for doing that stuff and catching, like, with the internet, with the way the internet does things, because a lot of things get taken out of context, a lot of things are made up about people. The reason why I'm believing this specific situation is because Dr. Disrespect admitted it. He admitted it. Why wouldn't I believe that? And now he's like, oh, it's no big deal. People are just talking about me. People are just obsessed about me. If anybody in my life admitted to having some sort of interactions with a minor, they'd be gone from my life. Like, I don't blame anybody for cutting off ties with him.
You know, and we already know he cheated on his wife. He went on the stream and admitted that. And it was around the same timeline as all this stuff is coming out. It's like, dude, you know, like, get fucking real, man. The guy gets on stream every day in a fucking costume. So I
Hang on. Here's what I'm supposed to say. Actually, what are we supposed to say? Because I was about to say, hey, no matter what, we have to disagree with Nickmercs because Nickmercs is so toxic. All I ask, guys, is that I'm looking at this situation, period. I ask that because I've had problems in the past with saying, like, okay, Nickmercs is right when he said this. Well, you're this, and this, and that. That is what actually I was talking about when it comes to situations like Dr. Disrespect. Like, people just jump to conclusions about the littlest things that mean nothing. The problem is he admitted it. So all I ask is that you don't take me like saying Nickmercs is right here and just assume anything about me, because I can already see those comments coming.
I guess it makes sense, you know, but what the fuck? Hey, look at him.
Hell of a mustache.
Yeah,
Hell
I
of a
mean, look,
mustache.
and look, you know.
And talk about us the way he did. Like, who does that? Like, pause the music.
Dude, Nickmercs cooked you. Nickmercs cooked you.
He's like, who does that? Fucking phony pussy. And then Lupo screaming at the top of his lungs.
Person that I was working with consistently on both game development and my career as a streamer at the same time. We had collaborated multiple times. Suddenly it turns out that years ago he tried to message a minor to solicit them for sex, and it got caught, and that's why it didn't happen. You expect me to not turn my back? Bro,
Yeah, exactly. You absolutely turn your back on these people. You absolutely shame these people because it's an inexcusable activity. Absolutely 100% inexcusable. Everybody should cut you from their life. What are you saying? Like, oh, these people are fake. They just turn the other side of the cheek. They're not backing you. It would be right for them to not jump to conclusions if you were to wait for something like due process, but you admitted it.
Y'all, there's no way you do not have fucking brain damage from this.
He's got 400 viewers now. No one gives a... Like, he's always copied us. Transitions, intros, all that stuff. He's always has. Like,
What's that have to do with anything? This is what I'm stuck on. What's this have to do with anything?
I just gotta go and I'm just gonna release some stuff off my mind, just because I got so many technical fucking issues and audio issues, and everything's always there's always fucking technical issues happening on the stream, huh? We get it, Doc. Calm down. All right, you sure? I was about to just go off. I was really about to go off on these fucking idiots.
What can you say? All he said is like and yeah, I have to say it because he already said in the video. All he said was they're pussies and they're fake. Like, what does that have to do with anything that they said?
Disrespecting me, disrespecting Mrs. Assassin, Lil Assassin. Come on, man. That's how you get knocked the fuck out. This guy thinks he's is Nickmercs, dude. I don't even know what happened to him. I don't know if he's still around. He thinks he's like tough guy putting his who can I knock out in a fight list together. Like, who does first?
Okay, to be honest, the shoulder roll is kind of good, but
Off, who does that shit, man? Second off, this guy wouldn't even fucking come close. No way. Anyways,
now I'm all for like talking about like, okay, well, who are you to start yapping, right? But he had every right to yap, and I believe that we should publicly shame anybody that anybody that did anything like DrDisRespect did.
just don't know who like the type of mentality to go on and talk about someone like that. Like, you just gotta be you're lost. You don't.
What are you gonna do? Like, hey, I don't think it's okay that you messaged that minor. Why are you so obsessed with me?
Do that. Time out. No. Especially when you don't know shit. No one does.
Yeah, no one knows because you're not sharing anything. All you said that there was inappropriate messages exchanged with a kid. Like, that's all we need to know. You said that. It comes down to this, and we say it over and over again with him, okay? If there's nothing wrong, if it was no big deal, show those messages. It's that simple. Like, it really, really comes down to being that simple.
Fucking rat's what he is. Lupo, fake phony rat. Can't relate to these people. I know I never talked about it. I ignored it. I turned it, but I don't know. You caught me on one of those days, champ. But I'm feeling strong. I'm feeling good looking. I'm athletic, accomplished, on a whole other level. Take a look around, snooze.
And all that would be like all fine and dandy, right? But the problem is you message a kid. You had inappropriate messages with a kid, and what probably was going to come is, I can't remember if it was Nickmercs or Lupo said it. What was probably going to come is you tried to probably get into like hooking up with that kid.
Snoozy, snooze. But Doc, you're still playing Warzone. Watch your goddamn mouth when you're talking to the two-time. Who else, Doc? I mean, there's a lot of people that that I don't care about. I don't care about. The issue that I have with those two is that they met Mrs. Assassin multiple times.
It doesn't matter. If my best friends in the entire world just was messaging kids and was trying to hook up with them, I'd cut them from life in an instant. I'd be like, oh my God, I can't believe you were actually like that. Actually, and I was about to say something like that happened in my actual life, but I recently found out in my regular life that one of my friends was not who I thought they were. And if that type of stuff happens and there's undeniable proof to it, or even if that person admits it, it's totally okay to cut that person from your life. And it's totally okay to speak out about that person. There's nothing wrong with that, and that's normal behavior. It'd be wrong to not call you out.
Met baby assassin. They met my family, right? They know what I'm about, you know? You know what I mean, champ?
And it seems like Nickmercs is just, I would imagine Lupo feels the same way, but it seems like Nickmercs actually just feels bad for your wife, like everybody else does. Feels bad for your kid.
They got sucked in by an over-exaggerated fucking narrative that was blown up by all these little anime, desperate for attention, zero life experience people.
Now, that happens. And if DrDisRespect did not say or admit to what was happening, then I'd be like, yeah, probably. That's probably the case because so many people blow things out of proportion now that I don't even listen to people when there's like any cancel campaign going on. It's like, no, show me some hard evidence. That's what I need to see. I'm not going to believe a bunch of random no lives online who are looking for the next outrage of the day. That's what I would be thinking. But he kind of dug himself a hole there. And he's right in what he was saying. But is it really that blown out of proportion? If it's blown out of proportion, it's no big deal. Then just show the messages.
On the internet, these trolls, and it was blown out and exaggerated. And then you got people going, but you admitted it. What the fuck do we admit? Some jokes and bannering? That's what.
Was it jokes and bannering? Then if it was that simple, if it was just jokes and bannering, which is still very, very inappropriate, but of course it's not like, we'd have to see it, right? We'd have to see it. 99% it was going somewhere, you know? But if it's just jokes and bannering and no big deal, just show the messages.
We said, wake up. We didn't admit nothing. Now, you're convinced, and they're all convinced by the narrative that was put out by, guess who? Rolling Stones, Washington Post, right? Little fucking depressed, deep-eyed slasher. All these people, right?
And again, that would make sense, right? That happens. That stuff happens. They just fabricate stories, looking for the next outrage of the day, looking for clicks. That happens. But this one...
These people we can't relate to, and it's unfortunate. But the real truth, after that, it was revealed. Look at these fucking fake phonies, man. I mean, you're literally, Nick's going on a podcast talking about us, champs. I don't even fucking... Look, there's different...
Well, yeah, I'd want to go on a what happened in my video? I'd want to go on a podcast as well and explain myself if somebody that I was so close with for so long all of a sudden came out and was like, yep, I was messaging little girls. Like, how could you possibly be friends with somebody like that? How could you not want to explain yourself and be like, nope, not a fan of that. This guy's a dirtbag. Sorry, I just had to get my video back. It wasn't loading for some reason.
There's a difference between having to, like, as a person in the industry, to speak up on it. And, like, for example, Tim and Z Laner, like, they're good people. They're good people. They responded in a way where it's like, hey, from what we've heard, okay, again, give me a call, shoot me a DM, whatever. Let's talk about it.
How about you talk about it to the world and just show whatever messages that you had? I feel like I'm a broken record over here.
Explain it in a couple minutes, boom, that's it. But they never did that. So for those that are asking, like, you should play with Z or Timmy.
But hang on, if you're willing to explain it to some other streamer, why not explain it to everybody else? Like, and I'll be the first one to be like, if it really wasn't that bad, if he were to show the messages and it weren't that bad, and I was like, oh, this is it, and we got some confirmation from Twitch or something that it was actually the messages, I'd be like, oh, my apologies, Dr. Disrespect. I can't believe we were thinking about that about you. But that's not what's going to happen because there's a reason why he's not showing those messages.
The only way is they'd have to apologize. Not publicly. I don't care about it. They just come up and say, hey, made a mistake. Boom, let's get back into it. Then I'm good, right? That's how I deal with shit, right? Like, hey, as long as you learn from it, you apologize, boom, you move on.
And this is exactly what I was talking about at the beginning of the video, where there's a lot of things that is coming out of his mouth that is accurate. It makes sense. But the problem is the fact that he admitted to it, I don't care what he says, he admitted to it, cancels out every little bit of that.
Whole exaggerated narrative that was built up. So pathetic. Bunch of fucking pussies. It's what it is. We've got Bobby rallied. We got Vis. Do we have to network to stay relevant or popular or do whatever? No, champs. All these fucking other people, they need each other. They need the streamer award shows. They need a network. They need Twitch. They need to do this. We need to do a hot tub stream together. We need to fucking make sure we collab. It's like,
again, what's this have to do with anything that he's talking about? What's this have to do with the Nickmercs? What's this have to do with DrLupo? What's this have to do with you messaging kids?
Holy shit, Dexerto, it's like a dick-sucking website for Kai Cenat. And when I'm not in a Lamborghini on the way to the arena or doing hotshot 360s to win games on the main stage in front of the brightest LED lights imaginable, I got common sense people coming up to the two-time, say, hey, two-time, what's up, man? Congratulations on the Rumble. Congratulations on the YouTube monetization, right? It ain't PDF pedophile.
Why? But the problem is, like, why are you demeaning that so much? Just prove yourself innocent. You are capable of doing so.
Anime picture, he, him, she, her. Look at this guy. He's still around. He's still relevant.
It ain't like that. Fuck that. They want to believe that, but it ain't that. That ain't.
Why can't you show us? I don't know what else to say. Like, it's that simple. That's the solution to all of this.
Ain't the case.
It's not the case? Then show us what the case is. What is it? Why are we wrong? Why is the entire internet wrong? And what I don't understand is why he admitted to it in the first place. Even if you were guilty, like even if you were innocent, guilty, I don't care. Why would you admit to something like that? Which is weird to me.
Like, I'm rolling, man. But you know what's going to happen? Xerato's going to write their little article. Fuck, dude. What the fuck? Jake Lucky. He's going, oh man, did you get it? And then what's his partner's name? Who's like a hardcore liberal dude.
And you know what this is kind of like? It's kind of like if I ended up like shooting someone in cold-blooded murder, like outside my door. Just somebody walking by. I was in a bad mood, so I just shot her in the face, killed her, and I was like, oh my god, these news articles, they're writing stuff about me. They're obsessed with me. Like, that's exactly what this is, man.
They're all kind of hardcore, but like, what's this?
Oh God, what the fuck did he say? Dude, he's just stirring the pot again. Is it true? Is it his numbers are down? Is it because, well, maybe, is it because he's not getting any sponsorships, or is there no game campaigns? Does any of his friends play with him anymore?
And yeah, like, these geeks exist. It happens. The problem is, he said that you messaged some kids.
Numbers are down. It's just...
They're so fucking depressing.
Hey, you want to play frisbee? Here's a soft throw.
Oh, yeah? See if you can catch this.
Ooh, that was really tough.
I've never seen this before in my life. I don't know what I'm watching.
Hey. Yeah, let's have it.
This is for the Twitch ban, you punk bitch.
Oh. Uh-oh. 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 Did they just catch it? Oh. Oh! Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know if we can end up showing that. We're gonna have to blur that. Alright. That's something that we're definitely gonna have to blur.
Boom shakalaka.
What did I just watch? Okay, this is just his Rumble introduction. I don't know what the hell I just ended up watching.
Rumble Premium. For the fearless, the relentless.
This is just his, okay, this is just his Rumble HUD. Now, but guys, it really is that simple, man. If he didn't do anything wrong, there's the messages to show. I don't care what excuse there is for it. You're more than capable of doing so. It really is. Like, I feel like I've said that a million times this video, and I'm sorry if I repeated myself, but that's the rebuttal we have to everything. Oh, no big deal? All right, let's see. What am I supposed to say to that? Regardless, if you want to continue watching the channel, guys, YouTube thinks you like this video the best. I would love to have you guys over there. Thank you very much for watching, and take care.